been counting down all season for the final game. Can you quite believe that this time, in 2 days' time, we won't be playing football here anymore?
It's amazing, really. It's come around so quickly, and I think it's going to be a very emotional night tomorrow night. And I'm privileged to be here and witness the last game. It'll be a sad evening, but hopefully we'll get the 3 points. So a little bit of gloss on it.
Jack, how emotional do you think you're going to be when Bubbles is being played, Nobes takes the players out, and I think the fans are probably you're going to probably hear it across London what they're going to sing tomorrow night?
Yeah, you can imagine, can't you? There's a real special atmosphere building up already 24 hours before the game, so you can imagine by tomorrow night when the boys are walking out, everyone's going to be really up for it and looking forward to the game first and foremost. As Matty said, it's important that they get the 3 points, and then hopefully we can all enjoy the celebrations afterwards. When you sit through the game, Matt, will it sort of all the memories come flooding back to you? I mean, the goal behind you is where you got that famous goal against Ipswich, but I mean, will it all sort of, will you be thinking about them?
Oh, definitely. I think once the game starts, you'll be into the game and watching that. But at the end, like Jack said, with everything that's planned afterwards, that's going to be when all the memories come flooding back, I think, and it will be emotional and. I'm just hoping, well, I'm sure everyone will enjoy it, but it will be a bit of gut-wrenching to leave this amazing place.
You were both very lucky that you had a great relationship with the West Ham fans. Just tell us, what was it like playing here in front of them, especially under the lights? Was it just something that you won't get anywhere else? Yeah,
it's unbelievable. We were saying earlier, walking out that tunnel when Bubbles is ringing out and under the lights, it's hard to recreate that feeling. And as a retired player now, that's one thing that you're going to really miss. I feel very fortunate that I got the chance to do it time and time again. I'm sure Matty feels the same, and I'm sure them boys tomorrow, the 11 that walk out here for the game, will really know what's at stake and appreciate the opportunity they've got to come out here and play the last ever game.
Ironic that we're at the Bobby Moore stand, Matt. I mean, that famous goal you've got against Ipswich, I know you get asked about it a lot, but obviously tomorrow night you won't have many more times to look over at that goal and see where that ball sailed into the roof of the net.
No, you can ask me as many times as you like. It's a memory that no one can ever take away from me, and that was an amazing night, one of the many amazing nights at this ground. So I'll definitely be thinking about that tomorrow night when everything's going on.
Jack, I know you had a lot of fantastic moments. Any that stand out here, particularly at the Boleyn?
I think my first goal was a real special one here. It was a great feeling to come through as a youngster in front of the West Ham fans, score a goal. After all that hard work, it's what you want to be doing. And my home debut as well, it was great. Just a shame we lost the game. And then another one for slightly different reasons would probably be the Millwall game in the League Cup, where I unfortunately lost my dad 3 days before, and I come out here and the game would be remembered probably for the crowd trouble before and the people on the pitch, but for me it was about the West Ham fans coming together and helping a young lad through the trickiest time in his life.
And Matt, we're going to see a lot of former players back here tomorrow night. How nice is it going to be for you to meet up with a lot of faces, and maybe some faces you haven't seen for a while?
Yeah, no, it'll be brilliant. I think everyone's going to enjoy the night. It's brilliant of the club to invite everyone back. This shows what a special place this is, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and what will be a special night, one that you can take with you forever.
You obviously had a different road to Jack. You obviously signed from Tottenham, and you obviously had a point to prove coming in from Spurs. But how quickly did you win the fans over?
Well, yeah, it wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong, but the first year I got hammered a year here, so I like to think I won them over pretty quickly. And the 5.5 years I had here were special times. Obviously there were some lows, but there were definitely more highs than lows. And like I said, memories that will live with me forever. And it's not till, as Jack said earlier, it's not till you come out of football you realise how special those moments are. You probably take them for granted a little bit when you're playing, but when you retire, they're special memories you've got with you forever, and no one and anyone can take them away from you.
And Jack, for you, obviously coming through the ranks, extra special, I suppose, when you made your debut, as you said, here, and the fans, you quickly won over as well.
Yeah, it's great. I think the West Ham lot they're a knowledgeable bunch. I think as long as you work hard, you put a shift in for the team. Not necessarily the most gifted player, but as long as you're working hard, they seem to take to you, and even more so if it's one of their own, a youngster coming through. They love to see a young player making their mark on the first team, and hopefully they'll see plenty more coming in the next years to come.
Just finally, guys, there's a big game of football to be played before the celebrations can take place, and after what's happened over the weekend, it's a cup final for both teams, now to get the 3 points.
Huge game for both clubs, and I think it's important that the players try and the manager tries to take the emotion out of the game early on and in the change room before the game, and let the emotion come after the 90 minutes, because it won't be easy to do because of everything that's involved with tomorrow night. But it's a huge 3 points for both clubs, and that's the most important issue to be addressed first and foremost, definitely.
And Jack, having played with Nobes, he's big responsibility for him to keep the players' shoulders, fully focused on the match and not let the emotions run away with them.
Yeah, he's an experienced lad now. I've just caught him in the car park on his way back to training, and he's really looking forward to it. But I know at the front of his mind, as Matty said, is the game, the 3 points, getting a good performance and the win, and then they can all sit back and enjoy the celebrations after and really soak in what a special night it's going to be.